Most of all, I wanted to hire someone who was ready for this moment, ready for the expectations, ready to win championships. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the 26th head baseball coach of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Jay Johnson.
I'm incredibly humbled to be here because this doesn't come along but one time in your life. And I view this opportunity to be the head baseball coach at LSU as the opportunity of my lifetime. And there's nothing I want to do more than to give you exactly what you want just right over there on that field. And I'm going to do everything in my power to do that. I get asked all the time, how are you going to do it? It's LSU, expectations, all of those types of things. That's why I came here. You stare challenges in the face.
Swing and a miss, and Southern Miss advances to a super regional.
And you go do it.
McCarthy with a ground ball to short. Thompson backhand from the grass. Away. What? Wanted it high, and Musso sends it high and deep to right center. Go! In Atlanta, Schmidt. Strike three.
Well, spin them if you got them.
Up the middle, Hill Williams. And it's hammered to left field. This will get 2 home to extend this LSU lead. Swing and a miss. And the Wildcats down to their final out. Ground ball to third. Tommy White's got it. LSU headed back to Omaha. Get ready on the radar gun for 7 to Oda. Goes back to work in this team tonight. Beautiful pitch. Yes. Yesterday as well. This sky to left field by Dugas. To runs away, run around the move. Trubinsky's through. So this guy's got a few knocks off him, but Jordan Thompson with the Trubinsky board. And that's his scores. Joe Bear takes for third. 1-2. A strike three calls. See ya. Payoff pitch. Line back to LSU wins. Rake Forrest. Fastball right back up the middle. That gets through. Here 2. Yes, sir. Back to back. Got one to hit. He puts it in the left field. He's winding in, and he will score. And Wake Forest win it 3-2.
How far can he go?
Been giving up nothing.
Playing shallow.
Double play ball here. Thompson, Dugas. That one was hung, and this one is shot to right field. To Scott. Yes, sir, on the inside corner. 1-1. Pearson back, still going. Oh, he makes the catch on the track to end it. Fun. There's Fun. A shot back up the middle. Bennett's going to score. Corona's being waved. It's 2-0. And backs against the wall right now for the LSU Tigers. Already with 2. And he got it. Hits 1-0, and that's another one. That's going to plate Veloso. 2-0. Grooved a fastball, and that ball is smoked. All 2 strike. 1-2. 6 punch-outs for Griffin Herring. Right at the third baseman, and White snared it. On the ground, this could do it. White, and we will have a game tomorrow night. LSU's bullpen and Veloso beat Wake Forest.
Paul Skeens, Rhett Louder, buckle up, because tomorrow night is going to be outstanding.
Skeens, fastball on the quickly. And then that happens. But that's it.
If you watch it, the viewers watch.
Make 0-2.
Yep. Part of what Paul Skeens.
1-2 to Hawk. Yep, he chases. That's 2-2. Skeens. Good pitch there. Field his position. Here it is. There it is. The push. It is fielded. Here's the play. The tag is made. We hung one, and that is ripped into left field. And he hung one. Did he get it? Did he get it? Yes, he did. Musso blast.
The stars need to be stars for the Gators. Base hits. That one foul. No, they say that's fair. And that ball is gone. Hammond on the ground towards short. Thompson bobbles. Breaking ball to start, and Evans skies this one down the line and left toward the corner. Pearson back at the wall. It's a grand slam for Evans. So White on the ground towards short. Rivera flips. Curlin turns, and it's two. To short. That's Gavin Dugas to Thompson, who will hold it and then throws it away. On the ground to short. Curlin's turn. Two again. And he tags it. Left field and launched.
Able and simple.
Caglione the opposite way. And that is back toward the wall. And gone! Caglione alone. Josh Rivera chops it at Tommy White. Shelnuck up the middle, off the glove.
It was heartbreaking. BT Reinfeldt sat there.
Ropes another one in the left. And Dempsey can't get it. One. And Caglione pulls this one to right and to the track, but it's gone. Ryan Pell strikes this one well, center field, and it's 20 for Florida. From Ocala lines this one to left center field, and it's a base hit. And it's on the ground off of Ficarota. Karams to Fabian, he flips. Ball game. And Florida fights on to a Game 3 against LSU tomorrow night.
That's why I came here. You stare challenges in the face, and you go do it.
First, and he delivers. Jordan Thompson. We go again. He hits it hard. That's in the hole. That's ripped. That's into right field. On a 2-1. That ball is ripped into right field. And this one is driven to left center field. Cruz is going back. Waits a ball. Right down the middle. And this one is pulled down the line with a double. Brandon Gilbert. That one was right down the middle. That's a terrible hop over Halter. And a huge break for the Tigers. 1-2. This ball smacked to right field. It is over the wall. Josh Pearson blasts off. Joy is talking White. Koar. Bird delivers. And he got it. This one is to the gap. And here we got a chance to see Cruz run. Game ended. That one will tie the record. And Gilbert has blasted another. 18 runs for the Tigers. There it is. And for the first time since 2009 and 7th overall, the Tigers can say we are champions.
This is what I've dreamed of ever since I was a freshman. This moment right here, holding this trophy, it's the best feeling in the world. I can't put words to it.
What is my goal? My goal is when you look out on that field at Alex Box Stadium, there's a brand of baseball that everybody in this state is incredibly proud of. You know what that looks like. No program in college baseball has seen it on a more consistent basis than LSU. Winning is about people and getting people to do things that they didn't think were possible.
And all Will Helmers did tonight was pitch the biggest game of his LSU career.
Everything is possible here. Not easy.
On the ground, center field base hit. North Carolina leads. In the air, center field. Honeycutt backside. Makes the catch. Party at Carolinas. Headed to the Supers.
We're not going to win because it says Tigers across our chest. We're going to win because the heartbeat, the head, the decision-making, our players are going to be, there's going to be a lot demanded of them. They're going to work harder than any other college baseball team in the country. No program can value winning and what it takes to win more than the LSU Tigers. This state, this university is going to get everything that I got.
Swing and a miss on an off-speed.
Right now, through the middle, Dickinson away. Are you kidding me?
You can pucker up and kiss that baby goodbye. Way up, way out. Oh, what a play by Dickinson. Got him moved. Cowan strikes out the side.
The throw, home to win the game. He's out.
This ball is hit way back.
He looks and it's over the wall. Derek Curiel.
Blasted deep. 3-run shot.
Reaches up, grabs the ball. High ball to left. Curiel. Another strikeout. A little slow roller back to the mound. Going to be a tough play. Fastball. Right back to Anderson. Stumbles, fields, throws, and this one's in the books. What a night for Cade Anderson. Jake Brown back near the wall. First pitch swinging. Chopper. Jones fields.
Wow. Many of them in the SEC, and for that matter,
And this one's rocketed to right field. Larson with a pinch hit. 3-run bomb. And with one swing, LSU is back in this game. Court deep right field. It is gone. LSU with its first lead of the night on a 3-run home run by the monster Steven Miles.
See something different than you've ever seen before. Well, that's kind of been tonight.
Fry is safe at first base.
the first down. This ball bounces off the chest of the third baseman.
The bases are loaded.
Dalton Beck with only 6 at-bats this year.
Beck rips one into center field. One LSU Tiger scores. The second LSU Tiger coming to the plate. We've got a one-run game.
Yeah, I got to tell you, Chris, of all the guys on this roster, this is the one guy I'd want up in this situation.
Curiel smashes it under the glove of the first baseman. Here come the Tigers. Curiel banks it home to right field. Runners at first and third. Tie ball game at 1:15 in the morning on Saturday. Curiel extends this game, and these crazy LSU fans are hopping and jumping and screaming and stomping.
And the potential winning run just 90 feet away for LSU. We got a 3-3 ball game here in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs, and it will be Jared Jones coming to the plate for the Fighting Tigers.
Here we go, the 1-2. Smash deep to center field. Way back. Pucker up. Kiss that baby goodbye over the center field wall. A monumental return to victory for LSU as Jared Jones smashes his 14th home run of the year. And this place is going nuts. LSU wins it with a 6-run comeback in the ninth. Oh my goodness. Out of the stadium. 97 mile baseball yesterday. That ball's hit hard. Michael Braswell III.
That ball's hammered.
A 10-run road victory for LSU.
He's got to do the same thing with one swing.
Anthony Ianson straight up deals the Tigers to a win in the nightcap of the doubleheader. He strikes out 14 Aggies and he goes complete game.
Last time, this time hits it deep to the second baseman Dickinson. There's a play. 3 on the putout. Curiel blasts one to left field the other way. One Tiger scores. Here comes another one.
This is lobbed out towards center, caught by the center fielder. Here comes Jared Jones. Here's the throw. Safe at the plate. The LSU Tigers win it. Friday nights that turn into Saturday mornings have been good for the Tigers the last few times.
We're the best team in America at 1 a.m.
That ball's lifted high in the air, out to right. Logan Maxwell to the wall, out of here. 3-run shot. Good in trouble. Got a pitch. High in the air, out to right. Is it deep enough? Yes, it is. Oh, they got Dickinson tied up. The throw's low. Here's the play at the plate. Safe at home. What a way to end the game. Could be two. Braswell over to Dickinson to throw to Jones. He's up the middle. Milam field spins, fires. What a play. Field and a running catch out there by Pearson. Throw back to second. Got it. Bill Kespin. Got him. To short. Milam goes an easy way. And LSU grinds out a one-run victory that will send the Aggies home. Tigers. And this pitch might be out of here. To the wall, it is gone. Dickinson going yard time. Here comes Stanfield to throw. Oh, safe. Beat it by a fraction. That one's deep to the wall. Yes. Back-to-back jacks for Daniel Dickinson. To the right side, that one past the diving Krause. Dickinson coming around. Followed by Brown. There'll be no throw, and LSU leads it 2-0. That one shot out to right. And he runs out of room. Stanfield. 3-hole hitters with some 0-1-2. And making another strikeout. He just took over the national lead in strikeouts with his 9th of the game. How about 96 on pitch 106? Oh, mashed off the bat of Ethan Fry. Out to center field. Off the top of the wall. Fry will turn the corner. He's on his way to third. Bobble. They may send him home. Josh Jordan waving his arm. Here's the throw. Not in time. Called strike 3 at the knees, and this one is in the books. LSU back-to-back shutouts to start this Baton Rouge Regional. Oh my goodness. How great is that model of bat? Off the scoreboard. Down the line and right. Rhodes will score. Martin scores. They're going to send Chaplin and he scores. Boy, that one's way off the mark. That's going to get a 9th run home. Ground ball left side. Seguin, nice throw. And Little Rock gonna play for it all tomorrow night right here at Alex Box Stadium. That's gonna get in for a base hit.
Really good changeup.
High chopper out to second. Nope. Misplaying at second base. A run will score, and they'll be at the corners again. Shallow center field. Long run for Stanfield. Can anybody get it? It drops between 3 Tigers.
It's just unraveling quickly here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Arkansas Little Rock now have 5 runs on 3 hits.
Everybody seems to be okay, but it's 5-1 Little Rock.
Big swing to the alley, right center field. It's gonna get down, bounces off the wall. Stanfield is in, Larson is in. They'll wave Curiel, he's on his way home. Safe, base clearing double for Ethan Fry, and the Tigers have cut the lead 5-4.
In the game I called collectively. They've run into a buzzsaw right now, Ben. Oh, that ball's hit high in the air, out to left. It's gonna be out of here. It is! Luis Hernandez.
Swing and a miss. Jason Evans, an even dozen strikeouts.
Driven deep to left. Has Hernandez done it again? Yes, he has.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Tigers win. Tigers win. We'll see you later in the week for Super Regional play.
Got him. launches in, gone. Stephen Milo, grand slam. For a long time, high in the air, out to right. That's why they love him here in Baton Rouge.
The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Tigers win. Tigers win. They take game one of the Super Regional.
Smokes it. That is a fair ball. Stanfield scores. Curiel scores. Here comes Fry. A 3 RBI double for Stephen Monster Milo. Got him. Inning is over. The Mountaineers to the right side. That's a base hit. Dickinson scores. Here comes Reeves. It's 8-4 LSU. That ball is blistered. Center field. Gone! Jake Brown. How about 101 to end the inning?
It's special. And you're looking at a big leaguer is what you're looking at. Nobody on. 2 outs. Bottom of the ninth. 12-5. Tigers lead. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Tigers win. Tigers win. Head north, young man. You're going to Omaha. Tigers celebrate with Shores on the mound with a 12-5 victory to take the Baton Rouge Super Regional and punch their ticket for the second time in 3 seasons to the College World Series.
Time has come. LSU and Arkansas, 6 p.m. Saturday night. There is so much on the line. These are already the top 2 favorites, odds-wise, in Vegas to win the College World Series. The team that wins this game will be the overwhelming favorite to win the national championship.
Cade, Jay talked about how devastating last year's loss you took it during UNC. Is there any kind of still lingering feelings of unfinished business?
Yeah, I think we're all playing with a chip on our shoulder that was there, and we don't like that bitter taste. When you play at LSU, you're supposed to come here and win. We still have that feeling left in us, and we'll take advantage of that feeling as well.
Going through the SEC all year, Coach Johnson talks about, 56-game playoff. You're going to get tested every day by each and every team. There's not really a bad team in the SEC. Everybody has really talented players, and they're all coached really well.
This is just another week for us, realistically. Coach Johnson prepares us that way, and we'll be ready when it comes Saturday.
We were going to face LSU at some point in this next week and a half or so, so why not just make it the first game and get it out of the way? We've seen every possible punch thrown at us, and we just rolled with them, and it's going to be a good week.
How much would it mean to get this championship for Coach?
It'd mean the world to him, and it'd mean the world to us to be the first team to get it done for him. There's just one last thing that's missing from his trophy case, and we're going to go get it for him.
Couldn't have said any better. Let's get the job done.
Cade, for you, I mean, just with this being a bigger ballpark, a pitcher's ballpark, does that change your approach at all?
No, sir, it doesn't.
upper right side at Cam Koschel, the Omaha. And Justin Thomas. Jones strikes out on a filthy changeup from Zach Rose. Left-hander. He flies to center and Chris. 2-2. Helfrich squibs one toward the mound. A great athlete in Anderson handles. Cleanup spot for we showed you Drew on the way. Swing and a miss. Good changeup going so far for Zach Root. One away in this year. That's up high. It's a 4-pitch walk, and LSU's got its first base runner with Luis Hernandez off a Root. Down low, and a second straight walk worked by this LSU offense. Dickinson bunts up the line, and a beauty. They're loaded for LSU.
Well, it doesn't get much prettier than that. You can get that kind of angle. Zach Root just has no chance.
And now they're loaded up for Chris Stanfield. Pulled into left field by Stanfield, and it drops down, a base hit. Hernandez scores, and LSU strikes first in the second. That's what's interesting. This one near the back foot, and Braswell insists it hit him, and it did. 2-0 LSU. Bouncing ball towards short. Aloy, the turn from Koschel. 9-time. Dickinson scores, and it's 3-0. And he's coming to get a possible first-round pick, Zach Root. On the ground left side, and Michael Braswell. Danny Dickinson's pickup is not afraid. Helfrich chops it in. Braswell, who gets the lead. Get anything for granted. Pulled out. Cut and a miss. A roller from Koschel the second. He strikes out Iredell, and he's fired up. Is cracked down the right field line, high and deep by Robinette, and gone! Arkansas's on the board.
Towards second base, Milam on the short hop, throws to first in time. Tigers win, Tigers win. A statement victory for LSU.
The Tigers are 4-0 in Men's College World Series history against Arkansas, who put up a season low in runs.
They only had 3 guys reach second base. He did something to this Arkansas offense that we haven't seen really anyone do.
And then he handed the ball off to that really talented LSU bullpen. Chase Shores showed us 101 miles an hour. Case and Evans showed us their ability to change speeds. And a
massive win for this LSU team to move into the winner's bracket, and a sensational performance by this team tonight on the biggest stage.
Tigers 4-1 against the Razorbacks.
Start with Cade. Outstanding performance. What we've been accustomed to on the opening night of every weekend this year. I thought he got stronger as the game went along. I thought he executed pitches at a really high level, which you have to do against that offense. He's such a tremendous competitor. I mean, he got us a win in a super regional game and got us through the 7th inning and was irritated at his performance. And those guys are special. They don't come along very often. When you put that 4-pitch mix with that type of competitive fire, Coach Eski and him did a great job making sure he was ready for today.
I think Coach Johnson does a really good job in preparing our team. And when you treat every game like a playoff, you get used to it. The LSU's used to be in Omaha, and that's something that we do often. We're proud to say that we're meant for these kind of games, and we're excited to keep going.
Cade's been great. Super happy for him. He's a great teammate. I look up to him a lot. We played when we were younger. He's always been dominant on the mound, and he used to swing the stick pretty good too. So I'm just super happy for him. He just does what he does, and it's just business as usual. He competes his butt off, and I'm proud of him.
Explain Derek Curiel's at-bats.
Well, I think the first at-bat might have been one of the most under-noticed, most important at-bats of the game, where he fell down 0-2 to Zach Root and fought his way back to walk. He was able to draw a walk in his second at-bat, and then to stay on Gibbler for what we call golden. 2-out hits are golden with runners in scoring position. I mean, I'm not surprised. Like I said, he's born to hit. His disposition, his demeanor is made for hitting with runners on base, made for playing in games like the College World Series. He'll probably play in the Major League World Series someday. He's got that it factor character. It was just enough, and that's okay. We focus on how we play and how we win probably more than any team in the country. But when you're playing this opponent, this arena, just finding a way to get it done. I'm proud of the team, and they'll have to reset and get ready to do it against another really good team.
Statement. Frigging statement. There's one place to start, and that is Cade Anderson. On the game's biggest stage, with the lights the brightest, in a game that had as much on the line as any opener in College World Series history. And Cade Anderson took a lineup that is arguably the best lineup in the country, that hits .348 off of left-handed pitching, and he put them in a 7-inning chokehold. End of story. Arkansas did not have an at-bat with a runner in scoring position until the 8th inning. He'll end the season as the nation's leader in strikeouts. It's the 3rd highest strikeout total in LSU history, only trailing Paul Skeens and Ben McDonald. That's the company that Cade Anderson is keeping. Paul Skeens and Ben McDonald. That is a performance that we will remember for a very, very long time.
Zach Root's a guy from East Carolina that LSU desperately wanted in the transfer portal. He picked Arkansas. He allowed 5 straight base runners in that 2nd inning. That's the longest streak of his career. And not getting out of the 2nd was the shortest outing of his career. Here's a guy that was so good at East Carolina, has been Arkansas's ace this year. Your offense got through against him and got him out of the game in the 2nd inning, while your ace went 7 innings and was throwing BBs, and the only thing he allowed was a solo homer. Arkansas was the best offense in the SEC this year, and they got completely handcuffed. Season low of runs, tied for a season low of hits, and they only had a runner on second base 3 times. And as great as Arkansas is, Arkansas leads the SEC in batting average, leads the SEC in fielding percentage, a tick behind LSU in team ERA. They won 20 regular season SEC games. They beat Tennessee in their super regional. It's a great team, and they ran up against Cade Anderson. And that's twice now that LSU's beaten Arkansas with Cade Anderson on the bump.
Whoever wants it, either player, just the idea that you could likely see them again.
Yeah, I think, like I said earlier, we treat every game like a playoff, and we'll be ready to go. We've faced them 4 times, and I like the results of what we had.
The weather has been solid throughout the start of the College World Series, but here on Monday evening, we may run into our first real threat. Of course, there were some rain showers late last night. Just issued a National Weather Service severe storm warning, and the city of Omaha is included. So the hope is maybe we can avoid any halt in action if this storm maybe just kind of bypasses downtown Omaha, but buckle up, we'll find out soon enough.
That would be huge for LSU, considering that Anthony Ianson, one of the best pitchers in the country. You'd hate to have his stint interrupted by weather.
It's a tough one up the middle, and Dickinson was going to flip to his shortstop, who knew, well, if I'm going to touch this ball. And this is to the shortstop. Mylon, Dickinson, they will get just one. Not the case with Ianson. They expect depth. This one is through the hole on the left side, and a good job by LeVou, and it is first and second. Will go out on a single. This ball pulled down the line, and no one's going to get there. Chalowski's going to come in. LeVou goes to third. That's a double for Roman Martin, and the Bruins break through and lead it 1-0. Games. This one on the ground. It's a diving stop by Dickinson, but no play, and another infield hit, and it's 2-0 Bruins. Off speed, slow roller. They got to play only at first. Another run is in, another ball on the infield, and the Bruins' crooked number goes to 3. And this one's beaten on the ground, up the middle, high hop, fielded. Mylon is able to make the play, and that is really strong. And this one is up the middle. It's Chalowski. How quickly from glove to bare hand to first. Fry, that is to no man's land. Right up the middle, on the ground it goes again. He's aboard. Than anybody else. That ball is fair, and it's down the line. Here we go with Fry to third base, fielded and thrown back in. And LSU trying to answer here in the bottom of the first with 2 on. Tough at bat right there, Milo. 0-2, that's going to get through. RBI for Jake Brown, and they go station to station first. Out of the infield, this ball is driven high and deep, right center field, and it is over and gone. A 3-run home run for Jared Jones, and the Tigers grab a lead in the first. Oh my goodness, another one on the ground. This time Dickinson makes the play. There's a great bunt heading the other way. Ianson picks it up. Yeah, Ianson got him. He swung and missed, and Chalowski didn't look comfortable. This ball beaten up the middle. It's going to get through. Fry's going to touch third. Hernandez delivers a clutch RBI single on the ground, and LSU's lead grows to 2. The bottom line there is not a good one. You can see in the top of the fourth, we have gone into a weather delay.
It's just really disappointing if you're an LSU fan, because one of LSU's great advantages over every team in this tournament is their top 2 starting pitchers, and those guys eating up innings in a College World Series that demands a lot of innings be eaten up. And it's likely, I would suggest, that Anthony Ianson's night is done.
10 a.m. will be the restart. Whichever team loses this game is at a supreme disadvantage, because now Arkansas, who played yesterday, got Gage Wood through a no-hitter. Now whoever loses the LSU UCLA game is effectively going to have to play doubleheader. It might be a scenario where you look to Case and Evans and say, I need you to do in this game exactly what you did against Little Rock.
Good job for one of the most difficult guys to get out. Gurriel is on, and 6-3. That ball hooked, and it is down in front of and off. Salgado in right. Fry is into third base, standing up as Milo Brown delivers with 2 outs in 7-3. He's amongst the most powerful shining. Oh boy, he's on the mound doing what he does well. The 19th best. He toed the line. Not really sure what his role would be. Boy, that one just got over his head and smothered out there by Dickinson. He swings, beats one up the middle. It's a hard hop, fielded, and oh my goodness, he avoided Dickinson and completes the double play. Looked like Dickinson was going to set a screen for him.
Usually you're just worried about the runner.
Dickinson reaches out, trouble here. If it drops, it's another run, and it will. It's been a big round of applause that Kason Evans will get from the LSU faithful for what he did today. He was the bridge. And in this city, bridges are very important. On the ground, Dickinson will go to second, and that's all they're going to get. 2-2, up the middle, slowly hit, backhanded, no play. So slowly hit that Dickinson didn't have a play on it. It brings in the run from third and Martin. And lo and behold, UCLA will bring the tying run to the plate. And he lost him with a walk, and they are loaded. You win, you get a day off. You lose, you come back and play hours from now. And he hits one on the ground. It is fielded and flipped, and in one pitch, we go to the Shores, and he calms everything down. Where those kids were growing up. And that ball is into right's got to get down. Off and hustling is Fry. He will head to third and get there standing up. Jones hits a line shot right back up the middle, and there's another run of insurance, and the plan of the pitching backfires on the Bruins. It's 9-5. Slow roller, West busting out of it. Dickinson's got it. Double pumps, and it gets the first out. One good plate appearance can get him going. Instead, he gets sawed off, and Dickinson is there. How are your fists doing to both West and Chalowski? And another one to second. Dickinson is up with it, and the Tigers go to 2-0. They are in the driver's seat. Their 8th 2-0 start in World Series history, and there is the critical number. The purple and gold, they've won 6 of the previous 7 when they started 2-0.
Remember the way this game started. UCLA scored 3 runs in the top half of the inning. And from that point on, the LSU offense started showing up. Ianson founded for a couple innings, and then the freshman Kason Evans just settled everything down on the mound, let that offense continue on. And don't let Chase Shores get lost in this thing.
I agree.
When he came in, it's bases loaded. I mean, one swing changes it right there. He got 4 ground ball outs to change, got him out of the jam, and then a quick ninth to finish it.
The Bruins handed their first loss here in Omaha. It took an extra day, but the Tigers get it done. They go on to a 9-5 victory. Well deserved for these Tigers as they'll celebrate out on the field. UCLA now will regroup.
Great win for our team. Really proud of them. The
mindset. I thought the response in the first inning after giving up 3 to come back and score 4 was very much in character for our team.
Offensively, we just wanted to start the game on the right note. You know, we talk about winning every inning. Obviously, they put up a 3 spot in the top half, so to win the inning, we got to put up at least 4, and it just so happened, and that's kind of how the game works sometimes, and we just kind of stuck with it, got off to a good start, took quality at bats all game long, and led to a lot of success and a lot of runs on the board.
Coach Johnson had told me that once we got out of the delay that I would be on the mound. Just went back to the hotel and got ready for today, woke up early, and I mean the mindset stays the same no matter when I come in the game, if I start or if I close. So I was just going out there and doing my best to help my team win.
One of the guys we kind of talked about down the stretch at the end of the regular season was just getting Steven back on track offensively. Obviously, a big day. It seems like he's seeing the ball much better.
Yeah, he's got a great feel for baseball. The defense hasn't wavered. I mean, he's been phenomenal. I think he has 4 errors on the entire season. I think it kind of can go unnoticed with our team. It's more than talent. It's really skilled baseball players, and he is at the top of that. And so when you have that kind of skill, you can make adjustments quickly and usually not stay down for long. I mean, we certainly have great talent, but they're focused on what the game requires to win and their ability to stay within themselves, not try to do too much. Nobody's thinking about anything but winning. And that's what we want our program to be about, is always placing the needs of the team above your own. Trying to do too much is not a plan, it's immaturity.
I'm sure you felt Kaysen was a really talented player. You would have recruited him, but you never know how freshmen are going to react in development. Was there a point in the season when you could have projected ahead and said, if we get in these big situations, I'm going to be able to count on him?
It's a valid point, because freshmen don't transition to the SEC or the highest level of college baseball like him very often. But if you know this dude, it's the least surprising thing of the season, actually. How he talks, how he carries himself. Dad is a high school coach, mom is a superstar, and very rarely do you get that combination of talent, makeup, character, maturity. He has it. And so, in general, yes, surprising. Knowing Kaysen, not really that surprising.
The way it was setting up, the way Anthony had settled in. When all that happened last night, how frustrated were you and what was going through your mind?
You know, as you get older in coaching, something I try to get better at is not worry about things that I cannot control. You know, whether it's NCAA rules or the weather. I want to set a good example for the team. Like if I'm frustrated and making it a thing, then they're going to make it a thing. But I told the players, I mean, we literally finished the game like 13 hours later than we would have. It's only a big deal if we make it a big deal.
Yeah, you've talked in the past about how your season ended in 24 hours. You're going into a situation like that potentially today, I guess. How important was it to avoid that situation?
It's a double elimination tournament. It's not a death sentence to lose a game here. We've lost that game and been to the finals twice after losing that game that we just played in. So it was important, but me adding that to our team is not going to help them play the way that they're capable of playing. And maybe it wouldn't matter because I believe in their mental strength so much, but focusing on what we needed to do to play well in the game was the entirety of the discussions with the team.
They're 2-0 for the first time in the College World Series since 2009. I look at this and I say LSU has played just about as efficient of baseball as really they're capable of doing. You won 2 games, you won them in 2 different ways. Behind great starting pitching from Cade Anderson, you get a great bridge effort from Kaysen Evans. Your bullpen holds the line. The one thing that has been consistent in those 2 wins is timely hitting. 5 out of your 9 runs scored with 2 outs in this ballgame against UCLA. And when LSU's been going great this year offensively, that has been a hallmark of their team, and it was again in the matchup against UCLA. Stephen Milam has been fantastic. Danny Dickinson, though, he was sensational. And even on the plays he didn't have a throw. In the first inning, he dives, snares a ball at the middle, and prevents a run from scoring right there. Like, that's the little things, game within the game. LSU brought their gloves to Omaha.
Kaysen Evans did Kaysen Evans things, and Chase Shores, that's 2 really good relief outings in a row in high leverage spots. I think the weather did bring this tournament back towards the field a little bit with the rain.
Jones was 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts. Jones isn't going to come out of the lineup. It really sucks watching him struggle. It sucks watching the strikeouts. But the homers and the extra base hits are in there. Jones will come up in a spot where he's got to be great, and he will be.
let's be honest about something, guys. If LSU's going to win their 8th national title, Jerry Jones is going to have to be a big part of it. He's going to have to be big if LSU's going to win number 8. I mean, you're talking about the 2 best teams here. Arkansas is the most complete team in the country. If you look at their numbers from batting average to runs per game to ERA, they lead the country at fielding percentage.
Outside of UCLA beating LSU, Arkansas could not have had this break any better since losing on Saturday. No hitter on Monday with 1 pitcher used, and then come back and blow UCLA out in the next game and only have to use 3 pitchers total.
Arkansas is actually a slight favorite. Baseball is such a momentum weird sport. If Arkansas comes out and wins this game, all of a sudden you're looking up tomorrow, one of those winner-take-alls. I'm sure LSU fans thought the same thing. It was kind of like it's going to be us or them. You saw this bracket.
I think that the starter will be Zach Cowan. He pitched well against Arkansas in the series. He threw 3 shutout innings in LSU's win. He has not pitched well since.
2 outings where he got dinged up in College Station, and he was bad in Columbia, South Carolina in 2 different outings, and then he started the game in the regional against Little Rock, and it did not go well. It hadn't been great in 4 of the last 5 outings.
In Omaha, if you're going to win a championship, at some point, somebody just has to step up and do something that you don't expect him to do. So, Zach Cowan, you've been in the struggle bus a bit lately, but, this is your moment. You transferred to LSU for this moment to try to win a national championship. If it is indeed you, if you want to be a part of this championship team, if you want to have a moment that will live forever in Tiger fans' minds, that opportunity's tonight.
And a shallow one to the shortstop, who ranges to his strike, and he is there to make the play on a changeup. PS on a 3-2, that's going to be foul. This one is in the hole, to his knees, Milam, and that's a pretty play by the shortstop, Stephen Milam.
Now that was a little something special right there from the Tiger shortstop.
Now, 3-2, and it's going to be a tough hop, short hop, and Michael Braswell. The infield shines for LSU here in the first with a phenomenal play by Milam and Braswell.
The bat to ball would suggest that.
Oh, off the glove of Robinette. Watch Curiel. He's going to take the turn, head to second, and he is in there. Popped up on the infield. Kojal going back. He's calling it. Difficult play. Behind 0-2, and he drives this one to right. Wind is blowing out. It carries back towards the track, and it's caught there. Curiel will tag and head to third. That's it, called strike 3. He worked quickly, went with a breaking pitch at 84, and he froze Hernandez and left Curiel at third. Shane Victorino and others as we start this inning off with a Kojal shot to center. And he gets called out on strikes. Zach Cowan catches Kahui Aloy. Weekend 4, Rob. Second game. He's gone chasing up and away. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cowan. This one is to center, coming in now. Frozen there is Stanfield. A can of corn for him. LSU's been asked to come back on the field. Arkansas believes that perhaps Brent Iredale made contact with Hernandez's glove. This one on the ground of the shortstop. Milam fires to second. Silky smooth. Reaches out, that's over the head of Aloy, and Jones does a good job of waiting on it.
Known for his power. This is an old school hitter move. Stay down on the changeup. Watch his chest get closer to the ball.
Pearson on the ground. It's a double play ball. Aloy will flip, and Kojal will not turn it. Good hustle by Pearson to beat it out.
He lost in this lineup.
Little check swing. Bottleshees is going to let the catcher come out and get it. They're going to intentionally walk Daniel Dickinson. Here's your level of shaded towards right, and he's gone. Good job by Beidelschiess, and the decision to walk Daniel Dickinson pays off. 2-1 on a line. That one is caught by Jared Jones. Big fella out there. Caught in between. Do I jump for this or do I not have to? It's kind of off. He got Aloy on an 81-mile-an-hour changeup. Phenomenal pitch. Aloy strikes out.
Right-handers just don't see that pitch very often. And in part, it's because not many guys can do it.
And here's another one right at him. I think that's really well coached and scouted. 2 balls hit right at Stephen Milam. Fry's gone. He chased that one, it gets away. Ryder Helfrich will fire down to first. Ryder Helfrich gets into one to center field. Oh, it's over the wall and a home run as Ryder rides one out. So to speak, that is in there for a strike. Kojal is gone. That's strike 3. Good bounce back to punch out Kojal and Aloy after the homer. You wondered how Cowan would respond. He responds with 2 strikeouts. That ball is lifted high in a major league pop-up. Who's going to get it? In foul territory, it's Josh Pearson. Arkansas wins. Will play again tomorrow night. That one hit him, and that's going to send Luis Hernandez down to first base. Much and certainly to a dangerous hitter. Swing and a miss. He got him at 94 and up. 2 on the way to Pearson. That ball is driven deep to left field. Davalon with the sun in his eyes is there to make the play. A couple teams here, and here they are. How about the settle down job by Beidelschiess? Irondale leads things off, swings at the first one, and on a couple of hops, Milam. This one beaten into the ground, ranging to his left. Dickinson, nice play. Newton, who's warming up now. And a high chopper to first. Getting over there to cover is Cowan. He slaps his foot on the back.
Beat down, bro.
Irondale waits for the hop. Now he fires low. Oh, scooped out at first.
Ground as there is here.
How it goes. They're getting a very big piece right now from Landon Beidelschiess as he picks up his 8th strikeout. That. Nice in center. Called strike 3. Landon Beidelschiess have a night here in Omaha. An 80-mile-an-hour changeup. Aloy strikes out for the 2nd time on the same pitch. He's got 6 punch-outs. Not there, though, and he beats the shift this time. Logan Maxwell some credit as he takes a turn at first. He now has a couple of hits.
Zach Cowan was really good, especially coming off a start where he wasn't in the regionals. He didn't get out of the 2nd inning, but tonight, man, you're LSU, you would take this every single time. Pitch into the 6th, leave just down 1-0, and really give the Tigers a chance.
With a homer, he lifts this one to right. This one is deep. It is at the track now, and caught out there a few feet shy of the wall. He's gone. He cannot deliver there, and that is the third out. Big pitch from Newt to go up the ladder and strike.
Good at football.
Well, there's a good hit right here. Ethan Fry starts this inning off with an extra base hit down the line and left into second base, and he's got a double to start the bottom of the sixth. 14th double of the year for Ethan Fry. To get warm this inning. Way inside that hit him. Yeah, that hit him. Milam is going to go to first, back to second base. Squares, lays down a good one. It is fielded Iredale, and just getting over there in time to get his foot on the bag as Hernandez was wiped out at first. He's gone. Gackle does what they need him to do, and he picks up the strikeout.
This is the conversation around left-handed hitter. You got Stanfield on deck. Do we want to go right after Pearson? Do we want to pitch around him?
If his stuff matches up better with a righty or a lefty, then you do that. And that's exactly what they're doing right here. Your natural instinct is, I can get it. But ultimately, the numbers say you have a better chance to get the right-hander on deck.
Oh, how about this? Jake Brown.
LSU will bring in the sophomore Jake Brown to hit.
Frame of reference in LSU's last game, Jake Brown hit 4th. So,
Sends this one to left center. It looks like it's going to get down, and it does. It brings in Fry and Milam, and the pinch hitter, Jake Brown, delivers. The Tigers on top 2-1.
And the manager's pressing some buttons now.
Yeah, he is.
Jay Johnson not afraid to take his center fielder out of the ball game and use his best left-handed bullet off the bench.
Brown, third and first, way outside. He's going to go on a delayed steal. They'll throw down. Here comes a run from third. Did they get him in time? They say no run. There was a race between Pearson coming home and trying to stay out of the tag. Brown. Lloyd beats it into the ground. Not a fast runner, and Milam's slow in plenty of time. Awfully impressive for the second out.
that's just mean.
Indecision, you can see it, and the hesitation on a slider. Chase Shores lands the plane when he's called on. It's a high hopper, and it's over the head of Iredale. A wide turn, heading to second, and getting in there with the double. A Baltimore chopper over the tall third baseman Iredale. Sacrifice hits, he pops this thing up. It's caught, and retreating back to second is Dickinson. He's got the guy up for contact. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on. Wow, he doesn't pull the bat off the shoulder, and Gackle punches out Curio. A huge out. that guy out there. But this one is laced into left. It's going to get down. He turned around the slider, and a very encouraging start for the Hogs. And Davalon hits it on the ground to Dickinson. He will flip, and that is all they're going to get. Set him up, he threw him a slider, and he's able to get that bat on it. Aloy, a single into left, first and second. Oh, that hit him, and the basers are going to be loaded. And the Hogs are 90 feet away from tying it. Best swing of the game has come off this guy's bat. Ryder Helfrich, a home run in the fourth. And a high bounder to third, to second for one, to first. No, it's dropped, we're tied, and here comes the run from third. Arkansas now leads it. A near double play trickled off the glove of Jones, and a terrific read. Johnson saying appeal. Up for Kojal, and he bounds one to second base, which is fielded, an easy one for Daniel Dickinson. This ball is popped up sky high. Maxwell says, I got it, and he does. Aloy backs up, fields cleanly, throws a strike, and there are two down. And now Jared Jones. Swing and a drive, right field and deep. Going back is Thomas Jr. We are tied! Jared Jones jumps the fence. And we are knotted up here in Omaha in the bottom of the eighth. Serious about clutch home runs. The all-time great home run hitters in LSU history just delivered a monster shot. So they go the other way. What a piece of hitting by Pearson. Like a game of chess. You're going to track in right. Runner goes. That's ball four. And the go-ahead run moves to second base. 2 outs. He did reach back and fire a fastball past the swing of Dickinson. On the ground, Milam, nice play, and he's able to get the out. This ball is smoked on a line, and it's going to get down in front of This ball is hit well. It looks like it's destined for the gap. It gets down. Robinette goes to third, breaks her on, and a double. And the Hogs are knocking at the door here in the ninth. He's swinging, and that gets through. A diving infielder at third. Robinette is in. Iredale is in, and the number 9 hitter, Justin Thomas Jr., delivers in the biggest spot possible. He is 8 for 14 at the World Series. Yes, that was a rocket. He was in at third. JTJ goes, swing and a miss, throw down. It's into center field. He's up and he's off. As Curiel will pick it up and not try to throw. Avalon strikes out. Justin Thomas Jr. moves to third.
strike three on the inside corner. That's Cole Gibbler. 28-plus innings, 56 strikeouts.
That's almost 18 strikeouts per 9 innings. That doesn't really happen. He's only walked 11.
Top of the order, Curiel. Outside. In the dirt.
And you don't get Curiel to go out of the zone very much in a 2-1 count. That shows you how good that slider can be.
The difference is at LSU, the players think they're going to win because they think they're supposed to win. They think that's the program that's supposed to win. I think other teams fold a little towards the end of the game, and they can't do what we do in their mind.
One over, Robinette's got it, getting over there late, throwing behind him, and it gets past Helfrich. And Curiel is going to go to second base. Robinette, he roamed a little bit too far there, and late getting... Did he go? No, and the walk will bring the winning run to the plate. This time he beats it into the ground. Aloy will go to third, and he gets the out. Did they have a chance to get two?
Yes, they had a chance to get two.
Like, to me, this is a no-doubter. 6-4-3. That one really surprises me.
It's going to be Davallon, and he missed it. It's over in the corner. Coming in to score is Fry. They'll send in Milam, and we are tied at 5-all. Jones with a chance to put the Tigers into the finals. Slider misses. Well, it was close enough that he got a good swing at it, but he fouled it off.
After the draft process, came and went, and I decided to come back to LSU, moved back down. I'm living with Monster. I've just been here ever since, just hitting in the cages, working defensively at first base. Coach Johnson has a line that he says a lot: winning will never be more important to the team in the other dugout than it is to us, and I truly believe that. And since I've been here, I've met a ton of past players and a ton of great people. I just try to represent them in the right way and respect what they left here at LSU and do the same and just build off of that. We've got 56 games in the regular season with each other, and that's all we're guaranteed, And sometime in July, the season will come to an end, and I'll never be able to put on the uniform with some of these guys that I've put on a uniform with for 3 years. I wasn't the highest rated guy coming out of high school, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be at LSU, to put on this uniform, to wear these colors, and that's what really matters to me. Who I am as a player by myself really doesn't have any effect on me. It's just kind of what we do as a team and the year that we have together.
And then Jared, you guys don't get to see what happens behind the walls of this thing on a daily basis, but we've been working hard.
It's off the glove of Kojal into center field. Here comes Hernandez. He is safe. Tigers win. Tigers win. They are headed to the championship series here in Omaha. Bye-bye, Arkansas.
What were you looking for in that at-bat?
I don't know. Ball that I could hit. You know, that's all I cared about. Winning run right there on second base. God is good.
How would you describe what happened in the bottom of the ninth?
LSU baseball. I can't explain it. It's been the most magical 3 years of my life. And we were here, 2 years ago. Tie ball game, bottom of the ninth. Tommy White hit a walk-off homer. So, it's unbelievable.
Congratulations. We'll see you in a couple days.
Thank you.
Barry Jones, bro. Dangerous man.
I just want you to know how much I love you. That's it. I just want you to know how much I love you too. No, thank you, Steve. No, this is unbelievable. Let's go.
LSU 2, 1, 2. LSU.
You got enough energy for 2 more?
I said this literally probably 2 years ago to the day. The walk-off homer, Tommy against Wake Forest. Like, I felt something in my body I've never felt before. And greatest moment of my life, and it now has it tied for first with the 9th inning with Jared Jones, line drive over the second baseman's head, Luis Hernandez hustling around second base. I would coach this team forever. It's because of the character. And I mean, Jared came back with the sole intent of doing what we're doing right now, and him being at the front of that, not just as a player that's driving in runs, but as a leader. He's been tremendous in that regard. We had 0 innings returning behind the plate, and somehow God blessed us with Luis Hernandez. We needed character at that position. He's a great baseball player. he's a better human being. And then, you know, things are funny how they work out in your life, that we're supposed to play Wofford in the first game of the NCAA tournament, and I spent 5 days preparing for Zach Cowan, and thank God they didn't throw him because he threw like 800 pitches in the conference tournament. What a performance, what a season. First team All-SEC performer, and delivered, you know, on the biggest stage in college baseball tonight against one of the 3 best teams. You know, going out there and pitching like a warrior and just doing what he's done all year. There's not many places like you wouldn't look at that and go, wait, first team All-SEC, and people feel like maybe they're a little bit disappointed. He was getting the ball tonight. It wasn't really a hard decision. We're not here without you 3, so thank you for everything you've done, and let's get after it.
I put so much time and effort into this sport throughout my life. My parents have sacrificed so much to get me to this position. My teammates, you know, I was up like 6th or 7th in the 9th inning, so there had to be a lot that went right for us to even put me in that position. But I'm just super grateful for it all, and wouldn't have it any other way. Once I saw the ball hit the grass, man, it was just blacked out in the moment, just celebrating with my teammates. I'm super grateful.
I know you didn't have the last half of the season that you probably wanted to have. So what does it mean for you to come out and have the success and really give your team such a great outing?
It means the world when I have the trust from the coaching staff like I do, and the defense behind me. And yeah, like last half of the season didn't obviously go as planned, but it's going out there and competing every time I'm out there. So
Can I correct you? It was a couple outings, didn't go as planned. This guy was the best reliever in college baseball this year.
We've had a lot of these games throughout the season of whether we've had to fight back from being down or team ties it up late. I mean, we've kind of stuck with it no matter what. There's no clock in baseball. There's 27 outs. You know, with our offense, it's a tough ask to do. Happy Luis got the job done, and then I'm happy I was able to drive him in.
Going into the portal last year, I had no idea I'd end up here, but I mean, I couldn't be more thankful for this guy to be my head coach and for the guys to be around me that I have around me.
Obviously, Jared, had that over 5 punch-outs. I mean, and for him to bounce back, what did you see from him and his ability to adjust today?
Somebody put a video out of us working after practice the other day, and really all we were doing is what we do in Baton Rouge. It's more just something to get him lined up and in tune with what makes him the best hitter, and then he has the character to be able to go out and do it, and it's been opposite field homer against UCLA, opposite field line drive single against UCLA, opposite field homer tonight, opposite field game-winning single, and it's because he's a great player. He had 28 homers last year, and managed his zone really well, and somehow pro baseball just missed it, and we got lucky. And you know what? To be here, sitting here tonight, that's how it has to go sometimes, and I'm just really proud of him. He's the one that's done all the work.
Jay, I can't tell if you're exhausted or emotional, but you talked at times about this team earns this, deserves this.
Yeah.
I guess, what does it mean to you to get them here?
I mean, I literally am at a loss for words, and there's so many thoughts. Yeah, it's about getting to the ultimate where we're at, and I'm so proud of them for that, but it's literally about getting 5 more days with them. And this is a model team. There haven't been much of this. I mean, it's been a consistent effort from whatever August 24 first team meeting through the 9th inning tonight. I mean, think about the walk-off wins we had at home against these guys, against Tennessee, and they just stay with it. The mental toughness is really like nothing I've ever seen before. And the investment in the team. I mean, we got guys that are going to go to pro baseball, but it's all about this, not just as saying, like at LSU baseball, the expectation of the players, I will always place the needs of the team above my own. And we have so many examples of that. And I'm just really thankful. I mean, if you ask me if I had a word or an emotion, it's just really thankful.
I just think about all the walk-offs that we've been blessed to see, and here 10, 20, 30 years later, they still resonate emotionally. Todd Walker in 1993, Warren Morris in 1996, Brad Cressy scoring Ryan Terrio in 2000. I mean, we could go through the years. Tommy White 2 years ago, y'all. We will remember these forever. And now what we just watched to send LSU to the championship series, it joins that list, man. It joins that list with Jared Jones. It's incredible when you're blessed to see these moments. Arkansas was right there with Tennessee, among the most talented teams in the country, and LSU beat them 4 out of 5 games. I mean, how many times have we seen LSU do it? And it doesn't even seem to matter who's wearing the jersey. You just always feel like it's going to work, man. You just always feel like it's going to work. LSU is off to the championship series, 2 wins away from number 8. How about them Tigers?
is swinging on 1-0. Bouncing ball is past Reed down the left field line. Marches around third. The throw to the plate. Not in time. The Chanticleers are on to Omaha.
And what Coastal did to a J.
He got him, and it's all over. Coastal Carolina rules the roost. They win the championship.
My spot in the world is Omaha. Like, this is what I dream about, and we were one base hit away.
Just being on a 26-game winning streak, what's the preparation that goes into being ready to go?
I mean, we've been grinding now for 10 months. That's been our preparation. As long as we execute, everything will work out.
This is something that I've dreamed of my entire life. In Louisiana, your dream is to play baseball for LSU, and then really just super thankful for the opportunity that I've been gifted with, and looking to make the most out of it.
We've won 26 straight. What separates Coastal baseball day in and day out is our attention to detail. That's why we're one of 2 teams in the entire country still playing.
You guys have heard me say for 4 years, we treat every game like a playoff game. Forget Omaha. Being in the NCAA tournament is not a birthright. You have to win games.
What would a second national title mean to this program?
That'd be 2 national championships in 9 years. That would put Coastal Carolina baseball on a different planet.
This isn't something that caught us by surprise. We knew we were meant to be here. All the hard work, all the preparation has brought us to this moment, and ready to go out there and compete and bring home number 8.
We have really good stuff. We are going to attack the plate. Got one more outing in the year, right? I'll throw 150 if that's what it takes. I don't think anybody really cares.
It's only a blessing to have so many people care about what you're doing. And that is what I will say about LSU is there's not another baseball program in the entire country where more people care about what you're doing. Regardless if one person is watching or the eyes of the world are on you, execution is execution. Toughness is your ability to focus on what you need to do to execute your plan, regardless of circumstances.
Just as fans of baseball, what do you like about the Tigers?
Not a whole lot.
I mean, we have a super close-knit group of guys that nobody wants to stop playing with each other. Part of that goes with just not giving in. One common goal. We're going to try to keep this team for as long as we can, so no reason to lay down now.
It's ridiculous. And this one on the ground to third, and Braswell picks it up and throws him out. Alexander and his speed will go down to first base. Ball inside, that's going to get away. That's easily going to send Alexander down a second in an aggressive. And Barthol, tough hop, Braswell will look Alexander back. Makes a high throw, but the tag applied by Jones. Away. And he missed away. Second walk of the inning for Anderson. And Coastal's got a little threat going, and they're certainly putting some pitches on the arm of the lefty.
Most that he's thrown in the first inning, all of his postseason starts this year.
Another changeup. He got him swinging, and they will strand a couple. They get the moral victory. He throws 25 pitches, but he wins the war. And what a good at-bat by Curiel, who will go down to first base. Fry out of the 2-hole, and this one a chopper to the shortstop, Dooley. He will only go to first. The runner will move down to second, Curiel. Picks up strikeout number 1. He lands another one, and after the initial walk. big results. There's a jam shot on a slow roller. Dickinson fires and he gets. Here, Steve Rowe. This one popped up. Let's see how the wind affects it. I'm killing him. Oh, but then he said, Dad doesn't. You like that one though, as he chased way out of his. The ground is short. Dooley. Right on the corner, that's Payne. Third strikeout. Last. That one is hung a little bit to left, and it's going to get down in front of Alexander. And he sends one to right. This one's to the corner. Nato is over there and makes the play. There you go. Way inside, he drilled Bodine. And frustration from Anderson as he just lost him. 3 walks and a hit batter. They certainly encourage you not to move. This one goes into right field off the bat of Alexander. And first and second as he took it. Barthol will square, will lay one down. They have a play at third. Alexander. Oh, wow. Anderson gets him right there. What a job by Cade Anderson. Alexander going to third. They will throw down. He dives in, and then he lost the bag, and he is out. He had the base stolen, and then went into a try to get out of the way, and he was dead at third. On the ground is short hopped. Strong throw, and this one popped up. The wind's got it. Bodine is over there. Watch it. Yeah, he made the play. Wow. Back up the middle. He goes breaking pitch, and Milam lifts one deep to right field. Nato bangs into the wall. It goes off the wall. And he is into second with a double. That one gets by, and that's an easy advance by Milam. Right at the letters, and Fluky finds it when he needs it. But it didn't hurt. That one is a fair ball down the line. He will head to second and get there standing. Ended the first with a strikeout, the second with a strikeout, and the third with a strikeout. Strike one on the corner. That lands as well. And now the fourth. Paint on the corner. Struggles. 2-2 on a line. That's a one-hopper, and get underneath of the glove of the win there, and make sure they take advantage of it. Coastal, for the most part, homegrown. This one popped up to Sykes in center. Yeah, he's gone, and another one for Fluky. He's got 6. Anderson, also 6. And there's an example of not having much of a chance. 4 now in a row, 7 strikeouts.
Yeah, 5 out of the last 6.
And yes, Bodine did get it. Second time tonight, Caden Bodine's been hit by a pitch. This one was hit, but it's popped up, and the wind has it. And now Stanfield has it. Was 2-2. This one to deep left center. Stanfield is at the track, and he's there to make the play. He swung right over the top of it, strikeout 7. Seeking shelter. Foul tip or no? No.
Ryan DeBrouwer did not call that a foul.
Yeah, he did not. He called him out on a swing that he missed, and it got away from Modine. Curiel is going to be the 8th strikeout victim. Fry sky high. Charging in is Pato, still coming in, and now there to make the play. Very efficient inning. To the 1-2 and lifts this one high. And let's see, he's covered his eyes out there, is Curiel, and now he's under it, finds it, and makes the play for LSU. On the corner. Pato went fishing on a nasty changeup. Strikeout number 8. This ball is hit pretty well to the gap. Going over now is Curiel, and he reaches up and makes a beautiful catch in left field. How about the Monster? That's his nickname. The Monster Milam has now reached all 3 times. A single, a double, and a walk. This ball is hooked down the line in right field. Coming in is Pato, and he's there to make the play. Now that one got hung up there like a balloon. He's gone. He blew it by him at 96. Jared Jones 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. 1-1. This one's going to get down in left field. And heading to third base as the ball is cut off out there by Alexander is Milam. Beaten on the ground, charged to put it short up. He is confident in that play. Ty Dooley ate it up. See ESPN Deportes, ESPN Radio. It's going to be a difficult play. Ty like it safe at first.
I didn't like it. That's the shortstop's ball, Ravi. And I love that Dickinson wants to be there, and I know you're in an altered position because you're playing up the middle. Watch where Dickinson starts. But Milam's going to get to this ball and have all his momentum.
Inning, but the last. There's the bunt. It's a good one. Braswell fires. Oh, nice play by Braswell to charge and fire with a runner who is bearing down first.
That's why he's in a ball game, boys. It's the ability to defend it.
On the ground, Milam picks it up and throws out sights. And this one beaten on the ground. Tough hop, reached out, and Dickinson snared it. Modine retired, another runner left in scoring position. We are set to go to the bottom of the 7th. Hung out, and that one got him on the elbow. He's going to take his base. And a rare free pass for Carbone.
After further review, the batter's going to be quickly hit by the pitch. He's going to be out.
On the ground, time to back up. Dooley has been soaked. Curiel, slow roll. It's going to be a tough play. Carbone, there's nobody at first base. 2-2. Yes, he did. Home plate umpire calls it, and a punch out of Ethan Fry. Cade Anderson back out to the bump, pitching like an ace. And it's worked out. This ball is popped up in the air to right.
This is a young man who's capable of even maybe finishing this thing off.
Plays like that are going to help. A 1-pitch out for Barthol brings him closer. 2 outs in the 8th. Boy, 2 balls and no strikes. waited on one. It's foul, but Braswell was hugging that line, and he was there. On the corner gets the call at 95. Tonight. Will he do it again? 0-2. Pulled, strike three. Perfect pitch from Anderson. Faces him for the first time, beaten out of the ground, and that is fielded cleanly. And there is one quick out here in the bottom of the 8th. 3-2 roped into right field. Jake Brown, a solid single, no doubt about it. He goes to first. Sports Center will follow us down the hit hard on the ground at second, and that is tailor-made. I mean, that was a rocket off the bat.
I give so much credit to Coach Yeski and generally believe that without the help of him, I wouldn't be sitting here right now, and just so happy to have that opportunity to play for the Purple and Gold, and really blessed with Coach Johnson for giving me that chance. It's something I'll cherish for a long time. Just to have that in the back of my head that I can always lean back on the Tigers is something really special, and obviously I made so many great memories this year that are really close to my heart. This is my dream. I'm a kid from Louisiana that just wants to go to Omaha.
Runner down. Now we go to the 9th inning, and Anderson trying to finish off a masterpiece. He starts with Colby Thorndike. And quickly ahead, 0-2, looking for strikeout number 10. He got him! A wicked slider slash curveball for punch out number 10. Just simplify. Dean Mijos next up. Wow. Changeup. Perfect. 0-1. Carolina on the 7th. So it's 3 times. That's it all year. This offense has been held to a 0. On a 1-2. Braswell, pretty play. Does he have time? Oh, yes, he does. How good has Michael Braswell been at the hot corner tonight?
Do it, young man. Playing down the line, moves to his left, and just rips it to Jared Jones.
Strike 1 to Sykes. Popped up, playable, right field, Brown. And a special K performance for Cade Anderson. A complete game shutout.
for you, Cade, for a spectacular performance. What was the adrenaline like when you took the mound today?
Yeah, just put my team in a situation to win, and a lot of credit to our defense. I didn't have that many strikeouts, so a lot of credit to them, and just trust. Goes back to trust.
You pitched your team one win away from a national championship. You're a kid that grew up in Louisiana wanting to wear this jersey. What has this moment meant? You get a little bling. What's this moment been like?
Yeah, just dream come true. Dream come true.
Congratulations.
Thank y'all.
Great performance tonight by our team, especially Cade. Not taking it for granted. That's what we've seen all year. He's the best pitcher in the country and did it again tonight. That's been on the regular every game one of the entire season. I'm glad he did that tonight, so everybody got to see what we've seen and known for an entire season. Other things that I thought were great, Derek Curiel, 0-2, draws the walk. Ethan Fry moves the ball against a very difficult pitcher. Steven gets down to 2 strikes and hits a ball hard and low through the middle of the field. He's better than that at everybody else in the country. Luis Hernandez behind the plate tonight was spectacular. I mean, this guy was striking out a lot of guys, and some of them were on chase pitches, the blocks, the recovery, the tag, or throw down to first base. Michael Braswell's defense at third base was a difference maker in the game tonight.
Yeah, he made a couple mistakes to me in my at-bats. First at-bat, got 3 heaters, and I was able to get one down and put a good swing on it. Then second at-bat, he hung 3 spinners, and I was able to put another good swing on it. And then I just saw him well, just stuck to my plan, and was able to execute it.
I think we've practiced over 10,000 PFPs in our season, so we had the plan for what Coastal was all about, and just to go execute and fill your position. Simple as that.
They're getting on base puts a lot of pressure on the defense. My first 2 fastballs I swung at, I feel like I got out of my plan. Got back to my focal point and was just able to put a good swing on it and shorten up, and that's had it happen to be the difference maker. But I'm just trying to get up there and pass it to the next guy and be a tough out.
Talk about pitching in the heat tonight, and how badly did you want to finish this game off tonight?
Yeah, I think that's the real benefit in playing in Louisiana and growing up there. This was honestly not nearly as bad as what it was in the Super Regional. It wasn't even comparable, honestly. And Coach Johnson prepares you for every element, and preparation is a key to our success, and it really showed today.
They do a great job of finding their way on base, and they did a few times tonight. And he told me in the 3rd inning, I just went down to say a little something to him, and he's like, I'll settle in. And I was like, well, nobody knows that better than me. He had an outing very similar to this. When we were at Oklahoma, we had a 10-pitch inning in the 7th, and then 2 quick outs, and really quick outs, like maybe within 3 or 4 pitches within the 8th. I felt like they weren't seeing him, felt like they weren't picking him up, and I know the human being. He's the best pitcher in college baseball. I mean, we had the best pitcher on the planet 2 years ago in a similar situation, and I felt like Cade's had a very similar season to that. And that's how you get here. I'm really proud of him, and I think the commonality between the two is the person, the character, the toughness, the team-first attitude. There's nobody closer to the major leagues than that. You're playing one of the best teams in the country. They don't give you a whole lot. You have to win the game. And thankfully, we have the best pitcher in the world, going tonight, and played great defense behind him.
I mean, I think it's probably one of the best performances from any Louisiana pitcher ever. I was down there and I was throwing, and I looked up and I was like, dang, we're in the 9th inning already? I was thinking we got a little bit more, and he's like, he kind of just kept cruising through, and it's like, all right, the game's over, basically.
I think his performance tonight truly defines what an LSU Tiger is. I mean, he stepped up when we needed him the most. Super tough, didn't have his best stuff coming out to start, but ultimately was able to dial it in and go and probably have one of the best performances I've ever seen, if not the best performance I've ever seen on the biggest stage. So that was awesome. Super happy for him.
Is Cade an LSU legend?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say that he wouldn't be an LSU legend. I mean, 2 of the best outings I've ever seen in Omaha, on top of what he's done the whole year. I mean, that dude's going to be selected very high in this year's draft, and he'll be a Tiger forever.
Have you followed Coastal at all? Do you know anything about it?
Not really. I mean, I don't even know if they're in North Carolina or South Carolina, honestly. But
South Carolina.
South Carolina?
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's talk about LSU baseball. The first time you visited, I always love to hear you tell the story. The first time you sat in the stands at Alex Box Stadium and watched the baseball game.
It was an afternoon game, LSU versus Alabama. And I looked around and I counted people about 150. I noticed they don't charge to get in. Okay, and then of course the people were looking like this. I mean, they were angry and whatever. And of course, one of the things that made them angry was the announcer. No, Bunning, no. You couldn't really understand. And nobody seemed to care. It was so quiet, and I said, this is going to take some time. I remember saying to them, we're going to go to Omaha, as a place in middle America. And they laughed.
When you took over 2 years ago, has it gone exactly the way you've laid it out in your mind?
There is zero arrogance when I say this. Zero. Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
That's Barthel. He backs up. He's got time, and Fry is out. This one is playable, but it's in a place very few can get to, and it's a fair ball. Great pitch right there. He is gone.
I think he said he's looking in my glove, and then Josh Jordan makes a point to run right in front of him.
He chased one there in the dirt, and how about that filthy pitch from Anthony Ionston to start. Right back up the middle, fielded cleanly, Dickinson, no! Jones couldn't hang on to it. And a swing and a miss. High velocity 95, second punch out for Ionston. Alexander off. Throw down.
Curveball, the slider, roughly 50% of the time.
Oh my goodness, he just threw Kevin Scone out of the game. Wow. In the bottom of the first inning, the home plate umpire throws Kevin Scone out of this game, and down goes an umpire who had come in to get in the middle of things. Again, this will always come back to whatever was said. They may have just thrown another one out.
He just threw Matt Schilling out of the game, first base coach.
With 2 outs, Walker Mitchell grounds to Braswell at third, and on 1 pitch, they will get out of it.
Straight by the rules.
That one is under the glove of the third baseman, Mitchell. On the ground, it's a double play ball. Dooley, Barthol, easy. Liner right there is Colby Thorndike. He's going to have a quick word with a home plate umpire, still pointing to the third base coach. Good pitch. Hines is off to a really good start. He's got 3 strikeouts. 2. And he's gone. How about Ianson's start here? 2-1. This one is hit to left field, heading towards the line. Curiel is over there. He leaps and it's gone! Dean Mijos got it up into the wind, and it kept blowing it towards that corner and over the wall to give the Shots an early lead. The gap, and it is hanging up there, but it's going to get down. Squares and lays down a good one. Morrison will bend over, get it, and flip. And shallow left field. Alexander didn't see it in the beginning. Now he finds it, and it's on a line. He came in. It's over his head. Alexander came in and it drove over his head into second. And just like that, this game is tied on a mistake by Sebastian Alexander. This time he got jammed, popped up on the infield. Mitchell is there.
Game 2 of the finals.
Sykes, right field. Jake Brown. 1 down.
For prolonged argument.
And a ground ball back to Ianson, and he will flip underneath. Center field. Stanfield coming. He will not get it. It was way off the end of the bat. And the wind absolutely. From Barthol. He's gone. He chased up top again. That is 6 strikeouts for Anthony Ianson. We're through 3. It's 1-1. Here 3-1, and that's too far inside. Walk free. On this team this year, and that's the chance to do it as he lines one into left field. Cutting second base, nearly blowing a tire on his way to third, but in there safely is Brown. Jones hits third. He's coming in, and they have terrorized grand slam situations.
nobody out, and they got the Coastal Carolina ace on the ropes.
Morrison. That is a good clean bunt from Dickinson. Coastal. How about Jacob Morrison? Against the Tigers today, he got hit hard. 5 earned runs, most allowed this season. Mitchell starts off with the first pitch. This one is tailing towards the right fielder and ends up in Brown's glove. Berry. And this one is on the infield. Ianson's going to get out of the way. That's smart. You got a 280-pound first baseman.
Oh, that thing foul.
Just missed in, and that's a walk. There will not be a 1-2-3 inning. Instead, end of the bat. Dickinson bobbles it, and he'll have no play. That is strikeout number 7. Yeah, you don't do this. You see that this one is roped to right. And that one hit hard on the ground. Dooley has been very smooth. Sykes. That's going to be a hit. He goes the other way with it. Golfs one to left. Slow roller, Braswell fields, and he is a terrific third baseman. He fired. This is on the ground. The scouting has been great. It is directly at Dickinson. The Iansons are happy. LSU is happy. It is 5-1. Not this year. Push here. Center field, little late jump. Stanfield dives and he makes the play. On the ground, there's no chance over there at third for Braswell. Again, now back-to-back hard hits. Good off speed. Filthy. 24 with runners on. He's gone. That's 9 for Anthony Ianson. He's handled everything successfully on the ground. It's going to be the second baseman, Barthel. Left-hander. Barthel drifting, This one hit hard to left. Curiel back, wall, jumps, gone! Just like that, Wells Sykes springs Coastal within a couple. And we got ourselves a game again. Ben's in there for strike. Bodine golfs one. Against Chase Shores. First pitch, good charge that time by Jones, not letting it hit the ground for the second time in a one pitch. The 0-2, he chased it, that's 101. He is gone. It's a good one here. Horn. Whoa, Bodine came out and slid right into him. I'm not sure. Stealing second. They call interference. You can hear it right away. Braswell's going to get a hit. That is in there. What a pitch. Force velocity. Slider picks up another punch out. Backing up on the two-hopper, Dickinson. And LSU 3 outs away from their 8th. Fry saw that one, and that one saw the hole. Hits it hard, another one to Sykes coming in. Took the 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and now the tying run is set to come to the plate. Another one at 99 to get ahead 0-2. Chased it, he got him swinging at 100.
Everybody asks me about Omaha all the time. When you hold something in high regard, what it will be like when you're there, sometimes it lets you down. I've held Omaha in high regard my whole life, and it blows it out of the water how awesome it actually is. We're playing Florida, and we got beat 24-4 in game 2.
And it was like they put it on us. After the game, we went back into the locker room, and I just said, hey, if I told you we'd be standing here with this team 9 innings away from winning a national championship, we would all sign up for that. I don't even have to ask you the question. I know we all would have signed up for that. Let's go win the national championship tomorrow. And that game 3, I've never had a team play better in any baseball game my entire career. And it was great. I mean, these guys are all coming up for their last at bat in college. I mean, they are just driving the ball and tearing up in the dugout. You know, your whole life you've pushed for one thing. All that work was worth that one day. Then this year, it's 5-3. I have 2 freshman pitchers in the bullpen. When do I pull the trigger here? Do we go for it right now? We're the visiting team. The wind's blowing out. We had Chase Shores on the mound who's throwing 100-mile-an-hour sinkers. Okay, their best player is on deck. Am I going to make the move? Because that'll be the second time he'll have seen him. I like how he's pitching. He's going pretty good as the defense set, and then bam.
This could be 2 in the game. Dickinson, Milam, and that's it. Tiger Town is Title Town again.
Ground ball towards Dickinson, flips it to Milam. The relay to first in time. Tigers win. Tigers win for the 2nd time in 3 seasons and the 8th time in program history. The Fighting Tigers reach the pinnacle. They stand alone atop the mountain. Your LSU Fighting Tigers, the 2025 college baseball national champions.
Congratulations, boys. I want to start with you, Cade. You dreamed of wearing this jersey. You dreamed of bringing home a championship. How does the dream stack up to the reality right now?
Yeah, I mean, can't really talk right now. It's been a pleasure.
What can you say about what this guy gave you today on the mound?
He gave us a chance. That's all you can ask for. Sorry. That's all you can ask for.
What are the emotions like?
Yeah, I mean, it's a dream come true.
On the other side, what did this guy give you in game 1?
Man, Cade Anderson, I said it already, just being himself, giving us a chance today, and I just knew when we showed up here, this is going to be the outcome.
8 national championships for LSU, 2 in the last 3 years. What does that say about the dominance of LSU baseball?
This is the place to be. Come on now.
Yeah, I think LSU is used to this by now. It's number 8. I'm sure next year will be number 9, but just looking forward to celebrating this one with the boys, and just super proud of everyone that kind of made this happen.
Coach, as I'm standing here, you just go, wow, and keep shaking your head.
I'm just so proud. Our whole motto for the year was toughen together, and that's what they did from August 26th till now. And just incredibly proud. It's only 12 returning players. It's 10 players from the transfer portal. It's 2 JC players and 10 freshmen. And that collection of talent not just became a team, but it became a family.
Skip Bertman's here today. I think he was on the field here somewhere. A guy that really put this program on the map. I know that you guys have developed a special relationship. What's it been like to win some national championships with him out here today?
indescribable. He's my best friend now. He's my mentor. I love you, Coach, wherever you're at.
What made this group different and special to be able to hold up that trophy?
Like I said, team over me, toughened together.
Unbelievable. I'm so proud right now. It's not to be taken for granted. Being here 2 years ago, that was special. Greatest night of my life. This is equal and maybe even tops in some ways. And I've never seen a team more mentally tough and consistent. I mean, we went through probably the hardest schedule in college baseball, and we had one hiccup, one. They dominated the season, and they dominated the schedule. There's one guy a summer in this crazy new world that we're living in that you know it's going to tip the scales for you to have an opportunity to be here and do what we just accomplished, and that was Anthony Ianson. And then Chase Shores, I'm so proud of him. He had to go through the 18-month recovery rehab and persevered through all of that, and there's nobody I would have rather had finish the game tonight for this second national championship than Chase Shores. I could talk forever and ever about a lot of different things. I would just say these three dudes sum up what the 2025 national championship team was. I love you guys. I will do anything for you the rest of your life, and amazing. You did this. It would not have happened without you, so thank you.
Love you, Coach.
Love you too.
Love you,
Coach. Just to play a part in this run in Omaha was, a dream come true, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. And, I'm just super thankful to do it with great teammates like Chris and Anthony.
I was just waiting for adversity to hit me in the game. That's when I put my pedal to the metal and just push a little bit more, and just continue to fight for the team. And I got guys behind me that obviously, we just won this thing, so they're pretty good at baseball. They just did their job behind me, so super grateful for that.
We've been tested all year. We've been through some ups and downs, and there's no one I would do it with besides this team. It's been amazing. It starts at the top with Coach Johnson and the staff, and just keeping us ready and prepared day in, day out. When we went down 1-0, that's really nothing for us because we know the whole game's ahead of us, and we got the best team.
I remember hugging my parents right now with the Natty hat and shirt on. When I dreamed about this place, and even on my visit, just looking at all the history on the wall, this is what I dreamed of, literally. Starting the game for the final game of the national championship, so just super grateful for Coach Johnson for giving me the opportunity.
I was just trying to take it one pitch at a time. I just kept thinking about my teammates. Just really wanted to get the job done for them. When you try to do something for your teammates, it kind of takes the pressure off of you, and it just allows me to go in there and focus on the job.
What does Coach Johnson do to bring this group together and get you guys to this point, especially with so many new faces in the building this year?
Yeah, I'll start. He's the man. I say that all the time, but we come in and we know what our jobs are, and he lays it out for us and makes it very easy to understand. So for us to just go out there and be ourselves and play our game, that's what LSU is.
I'm super thankful for Coach Johnson. I've really appreciated these past 3 years. Like Chris said, he's the man. He outlines everything before every game and kind of just makes our job a lot easier because he says what's going to happen before the game, and we just got to go out there and execute.
It feels like a movie when he talks about the lineup before the game, talking about everybody's role, how they can contribute to scoring runs on the offensive side. It's fun to watch. Nobody more prepared, obviously, than Coach Johnson. He puts in so much work that none of us see, just preparing the team and preparing the coaching staff to, tackle any obstacle.
Chris, talk about that 2 RBI single, giving you guys the lead, kept the lead after that.
Yeah, I went up there with a clear mind, and like Chase said earlier, I was just trying to do it for the guys. It was 1-1 at the time, and I knew if I came through, it'd put us on top. It was really just getting a good pitch and putting a good swing on it all year.
Coach Jesse's great. He holds us to a really high standard.
he always says he's coaching us for the player he thinks we're going to be rather than the player we are right now. So, yeah, just holding us to that higher standard just allows us to go out there and just work really hard and do our job.
Just like Coach Johnson, he works day in and day out, so much time that nobody sees. Just helping the pitching staff find out who they are as pitchers, and I think that's the most important going forward, trying to figure out your identity as a pitcher, and he just does a really good job of being really transparent with everybody.
In June, we were on the phone, and he told me, do you want to come play for the best program in the country? And that was a no-brainer. Coming here, knowing the main goal, playing at LSU, there were already 7 of them, so why not get another?
I just remember Coach Johnson calling me. I was still waiting to wake up from my dream. I didn't really believe it until I talked to him on the phone, but he made it clear that this is the place to be.
Coach Johnson just made me feel wanted, executing and telling me everything that was going to happen in my freshman season, and it did happen. We won a national championship. I think once you get to campus, he keeps recruiting you because that's just the coach he is. He's a great coach, and I'm really thankful I ended up coming to LSU.
Chris, very dynamic player, and I liked how competitive he was. I liked the athlete. Danny is probably the star, guy that we brought in, and the person just far exceeds the player. I mean, he's so competitive. He's been playing with a broken hand since the first game of the NCAA tournament. Listen to what I just said. He broke his hamate bone in the game. He hit 2 homers in the first game of the NCAA tournament and just got 5 hits at Omaha, and we went like 10-1. I mean, if that is not toughness, I don't know what is. Stephen Milam got better, especially down the stretch. Jake Brown got better. Jared Jones got better. We can't promise that we're going to win 2 titles in 3 years and you're going to get to play in Omaha, especially going through the SEC, but I do promise them that they will be better players. And nobody does a better job of that than our staff. Find me another pitching coach that's gone to Omaha with 4 different programs. Now double national championship. We've led the country in strikeouts 2 years in a row. Nate is the best pitching coach in college baseball. I'm proud of him. He's a friend, loyal, hardworking. If you're a pitcher and you don't want to come here right now, you're not thinking clearly. Because that's 3 dudes that pitched in this series that are all going to be in the major leagues within 18 months. And as far as Anthony, we don't win the championship without him. And I mean, it got maybe overshadowed a little bit by Cade, but I think he won 12 games too. Wins the first game of the NCAA tournament, closes out the regional final, grinds out a win in the Super, gets us off to a good start here against UCLA, and then wins the national championship game. And Anthony, that's what he does. Like, if he usually gets through the first, he's special. So it was like, you're the closer in the first inning. And then do what you do, which is get better as the game goes along. And there is nobody better in baseball at pitching with runners on base than Anthony Heinsohn. He deserved to be on the mound for the winner today.
You talk about your relationship with Skip Bertman. What did that mean to you for him to be here, and what was that conversation like at the end of the game?
I mean, the local people have probably heard me say this, but like literally the best part of me being the head coach at LSU has been the relationship that I have with Coach Bertman. He came into the coach's locker room today, and I knew he was coming, but it was still like, it caught me off guard for a second. And I was like, oh, we're winning today. The man with the magic is in the house. And then he started talking like what we were going to do for the celebration. I was like, Coach, this is a pretty good team that hadn't lost in 2 months that we got to try to figure out to beat. But he's the best. And I think it's so awesome that he's here and that he got to share in this championship game.
Is there a common thread between these teams that you've had over the last couple of years that allows you guys to have this level of success repeatedly, even with so many new faces every year?
Character. 100% character. It manifests itself in different ways. We just got the right guys on the bus. The first one was real trust and buy-in, and hey man, I'm some dude from California, and that probably wasn't gonna work in Louisiana unless the players trusted what we were gonna do, and we did. And then this one, I think that happened a little quicker because of what we had done. So these guys, I think it was more about we just hit on exactly what we needed from the person and the player standpoint. There was no mistakes. Like a guy like Eddie Yaman, he didn't play 1 play all year. In the dugout, in the bullpen, like phenomenal. And this was like an all-conference player at another school. Phenomenal. I'm so proud of how this team went about their business. They performed like national champions every single day of this. We had a great fall. They did what they needed to do in December. We had a great lead up to the season, great in the non-conference. I mean, our league is so tough. Like, I mean, going 19-11 feels like amazing, you know what I mean? And then tournament time's our time. Tournament time's our time.
Thank you so much for watching Toughened Together. I really, really appreciate it. It means the world to me that you guys tuned in. If you enjoyed it, please, please, please subscribe to the channel. That is the most helpful thing you can do. I want to make more LSU content for you guys, and you subscribing will help make that way more possible. I also am going to put some content on here that is not related to LSU. I think if you give it a shot, there's a chance you'll enjoy that as well. Okay, I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, please subscribe to Warm Soda and spread the word about us, because we've got some big plans.
Go. 2025 national champions.